The global caste system, an unraveling tapestry. The world we inhabit is not a meritocracy. It is, in its essence, a global caste system. While the trappings may differ from the rigid hierarchies of the past, a hidden aristocracy, cloaked in the garb of corporate fascism, continues to hold sway. This privileged elite, once in possession of an advantage, however acquired, weaves a web of walled gardens, granting access only to those willing to surrender a portion of their lives in return for fleeting glimpses of prosperity. This essay delves into the mechanisms of this pernicious system, arguing for a return to the fundamental truth: wealth is a consequence of production, not an entitlement of birth or bloodline. At the core of this global caste system lies the concept of currency. We, as a species, have devised a system where value is assigned not to the act of creation or contribution to society, but to a piece of paper or a series of digits in a digital ledger. This fabricated currency becomes the key to the proverbial walled garden, granting access to necessities and luxuries alike. It is a tool wielded by the privileged to concentrate power and perpetuate their dominance. Further compounding the inequity are parasitic taxes, fees, and surcharges. These seemingly innocuous financial instruments act as a system of leashes, perpetually draining wealth from the productive segments of society and siphoning it back towards the privileged. This constant drip, a steady transfer of resources away from those who produce towards those who hoard, ensures the continued stratification of society. However, true wealth, the argument goes, is not a conjured concept represented by tokens. It is a direct consequence of production. The farmer tilling the soil, the carpenter building shelters, the doctor healing the sick. These are the true architects of a thriving society. They are the ones who convert raw materials into usable goods and services, contributing directly to the well-being of their communities. This concept, the notion of wealth as a reward for productive labor, forms the basis for a more just social order. When an individual dedicates their working life to the betterment of society, contributing in a tangible way to the collective good, they have, in essence, earned the right to a comfortable standard of living. The well-digger, the builder, the healer, the farmer, each, through their labor, provides a vital service that ensures the flourishing of the community. Here, the ancient Greek concept of aristos, literally meaning the best, becomes relevant. In an ideal society, those who possess the qualities and capabilities to lead the aristos wield their kratos, their strength and power, for the good of all. Their primary responsibility is to create a social structure that allows each individual to contribute meaningfully and, in turn, share in the collective prosperity. Unfortunately, the stench of societal decay that surrounds us offers stark evidence that the modern aristos have woefully failed in their primary role. The current global caste system fosters a culture of exploitation. Those who sit atop the pyramid, the beneficiaries of inherited wealth, or those who have manipulated the system to their advantage, extract ever-increasing value from the labor of others. The vast majority, toiling away in the fields, factories, and hospitals, are left with a meager share of the bounty they create. This disparity not only breeds resentment, but also cripples a society's potential by squandering the talents and ingenuity of a significant portion of its population. Breaking free from this oppressive system requires a paradigm shift. We must dismantle the walls of the metaphorical garden, replacing them with a system that incentivizes and rewards productive contribution. Education, healthcare, and basic necessities should not be privileges reserved for the fortunate few, but fundamental rights enjoyed by all. Resources, currently concentrated in the hands of a select few, need to be redistributed to ensure everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential. The path forward necessitates a return to the core principle of wealth creation production. Those who contribute meaningfully to the collective good deserve to share in the resulting prosperity. This is not a call for handouts or an end to ambition. It is a plea for a system that recognizes and rewards genuine contribution, fostering a society where everyone has the opportunity to contribute their talents and share in the fruits of their labor. The current global caste system is a rickety, rotting structure. Its foundations are crumbling under the weight of its own inequity. The cracks are becoming increasingly visible, and the stench of societal decay grows ever stronger. We stand at a crossroads. We can continue down the current path, clinging to the vestiges of a broken system, or we can choose to build anew. The choice is ours: perpetuate the privilege of the few, or forge a society where everyone has the opportunity to flourish. The answer lies not in perpetuating a fabricated system of currency and privilege, but in recognizing the true source of wealth: the tireless labor of the producers, the builders, the healers, the farmers.